What's up guys, Husto7, and today I've got a video to talk about Alpha Bridge. I saw a lot of people saying that Alpha Bridge is dead with 1.6 because of the change that now it makes it so you only get one talent from your other weapon instead of all three. And I don't actually think that Alpha Bridge is dead because it also lets you get your weapon talents regardless of your stats, and I think that's a pretty good change. So this is the build I'm running, 4-piece Alpha, Barrett Chest, and Specialized Pack, and I'm using the Bullfrog, so I do get Uncomplicated, but you can see here that I've got Unforgiving, which typically requires 4790 stamina, and I don't have anywhere near that stamina, but I'm already able to get this talent because it omits it. You don't have to worry about any of the requirements when you use Alpha Bridge, and so I actually think that that's a really cool change. That's kind of a buff in my opinion, because you get to use some talents that you wouldn't normally get to use. So this is the build, like I said, that I'm running, the 4-piece Alpha. You also, with Alpha Bridge, still get the 3-piece all bonus damage, and so if you are able to handle the recoil of a Bullfrog, you can get pretty good damage. You can see my all weapon damage there is at 18.5. So a lot of people are saying, well, how does it handle in PvE? In my opinion, again, I've only played with it here for a few hours, but I think it works just fine in PvE. So you can see here, this was the daily Madison Field Hospital, and it still seems like I'm, melting people at a similar rate that I used to. Maybe not necessarily as tough as I was in 1.5 in terms of raw DPS output, but it still seems like I'm able to have no problem with hard and even with challenging. And I've seen a lot of people who have commented that they're struggling on hard, with Alpha Bridge because of the changes. And honestly, I just don't think that's true. I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus and say that they're not good players, but so far my experience has been that the 4-piece Alpha Bridge is still a pretty solid build. Now, another people say, it's RIP Alpha Bridge because it doesn't work in PvP, and again, I just don't think that that's true. So here I am in some Last Stand gameplay. I'm not very good at PvP, but you can see that I am able to down enemies, and I still have a section of health left, as well as when I shoot my heal on the ground here, I still get a good amount of heal from even only having 140 or whatever my skill power is. So here I probably would have lost this engage mid because he was able to get a medkit off, but luckily my teammates were able to come in and save me. And again, I'm not playing very well because I'm not that great at PvP, but my point is just that you are able to survive. I do have enough toughness on the gear. If you are able to roll health and use get some extra health from your mods, you're not super squishy. I've seen other people say, well, Alpha Bridge is just bad because you die so fast in PvP, and you can see here that when I pop my heals and when I get away, I am able to survive. I actually am going to go down here in a second, but it's really just because of situational awareness, because I end up getting hit with a grenade, and it's pretty much my fault. But you are able to survive. You're not super squishy. You don't die in seconds like some of these other builds. And I still think that my raw DPS output is still pretty good. Now, I'd love to have some extra talents. I don't have Deadly, I don't have Fierce, I don't have Brutal anymore, and that does kind of suck not being able to have those, because those can all contribute pretty significantly to your stats. But I am able to get Uncomplicated on the Bullfrog, and when I switch weapons, I'm not able to get Uncomplicated because you can't get exotic weapons anymore with Alpha Bridge. Even if it's in the free slot, it just doesn't transfer over. So that aspect does suck. But even when I have to switch over and use my AK, I'm still finding that I'm able to do a pretty good amount of damage, and I'm able to have good amount of skill power as well as a good amount of toughness. So it seems like a pretty balanced build, and so overall I enjoy running the 4-piece Alpha Bridge. I don't think it's RIP. I don't think it's I don't know, I'm not going to say it's meta or that it's really great, but I definitely don't think it's RIP Alpha Bridge. So don't start deleting all of the gear in your inventory until you have a chance to play with it. So there you have it, guys. Just wanted to make a quick video to talk about Alpha Bridge and about the build that I'm running. Be sure to subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all of my The Division content. Thanks a lot.